Hi everyone, Daniel Davis here from Automotive Talk. As some of you are probably aware by looking at my website, my 1990 Nissan 300ZX was stolen in January of this year. I didn't expect to get it back, but it was returned to me recently. So in total, it was gone for 130 days, or roughly 19 weeks. So to give a brief rundown of how it was stolen, I went to visit my parents one night, stayed the night over there. The car was parked on the street. In the morning, the next morning at about 6 AM, I woke to hear a car, quite a loud car, that had started, but I didn't think it was the 300ZX. So next thing you know, went up to the window to investigate, and the car by that point had been stolen and was being driven off up the street. It was actually pouring rain as well that morning. My dad and I were going to go after the thief, but decided against it. Dad and I called 000 straight away. We decided that was the best course of action. And to be honest, I thought that the car, being as distinctive as it is, would be found quite quickly. There were records on the 18th of January, which was 2 days after it was stolen, where it was still being driven, and it was being driven on Eastlink and CityLink because our e-tags was still getting charged. I talked to my insurance company as well. They were of the opinion that I'd never see the car again. It'd either get parted out or burn out or wrecked. The car was insured for $6,400. I only got $5,000 roughly back for the car by the time they take the excess money out and the premiums owing as well. I really missed this car when it was gone. My mental health suffered quite a bit as a result of it being gone. A lot of people told me to just forget about it, but it's so hard to forget about a car that you really love and that you've spent a lot of time and effort upgrading and getting ready for track days. I spent hundreds and hundreds of hours working on this car to get it ready for track use. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars upgrading it with really good parts, waiting a long time to get those parts from overseas. And yeah, I just can't believe that someone could do this to me. So funnily enough, the car had what was called clone plates on it. So they removed the plates that I had on it, obviously, and then they put on number plates from a clean car that have a clean registration, and that's how it was flagged by the police. And apparently they've gone to pull over the person driving, or piece of shit as I call it, and they've just done a runner. So unfortunately that person hasn't been found, and I hope justice comes to them one day, because they have put me through quite a bit. The main aim of this video is just to outline the damage that's been done to this car and what I intend on doing in the future to get it back on the road and track. I can't wait to get it out on the road and track again. I really missed it. So first things first, you'll see some white on the paint. This is just powder that the police have used to try and get fingerprints off the car. The first thing that really annoys me is, although the car's pretty much in one piece, the body panels are still pretty good. I don't understand why they've got to scratch my bonnet up so much. You can probably see it there. There are also areas on the car where the clear coat looks like it's been scratched away. God knows why you'd want to do that, but anyway. So all these markings here on the passenger side door, which is a bit hard to see. I think that they've actually tried to wrap that door or put a sticker on it. So the front air filter panel here is all scratched up. Also the front bumper, it's got a lot more scratches than it used to have. There's quite a few around here. I think there's another sticker here. The engine's still intact. Funnily enough, they've actually replaced the battery, and they've also replaced the radiator cap. So they've probably had some issues with the car. Another thing that really amuses me, I don't know why, but they've got rid of the hood prop as well. And if it's to sell that, it's probably worth no more than about $5. I don't understand that. The thing that really annoys me the most though is that all the ID tags have been scratched off or taken off the car. So yeah, they've gone through all that, scratched everything off. But the VIN number is actually still stamped on the chassis up the back here on the firewall. I don't know if you can see that. So it could be a bit tricky getting it registered again for road use. I'm hoping I can go to Vic Roads. The car's not on the written off vehicle register, so I'm hoping to go to Vic Roads, get it re-registered. I'm not actually sure that what you got to do in regards to getting these plates remanufactured, or whether you can just get the car re-registered because it has the VIN number still stamped and the engine number stamped on the block still. So any advice in that area would be great, because yeah, this is a situation I'm not really used to. So my wheels and tyres, funnily enough, came back in one piece. That was the first thing I was expecting to be sold off by the criminals, but yeah, they've come back in one piece, which is a good thing. They cost me around $2,000. I got them from America, and they've actually stolen the lock nuts off every wheel. So I don't know what their reasoning is behind that. Maybe they sold them off. They might have got 50 cents each for those. There's another area here they've scratched up pretty well. There's a lot of damage to this mirror, so I'm hoping to replace that quite soon. There's a little bit of scratching up here and here, but I'm actually quite happy that these target tops remained with the car. So the back part of the car is actually probably in the best condition. They were sleeping in the car. They used all these pillows. I'm pretty sure that they were using drugs as well. And the funny thing is, they've taken my AMS exhaust off. They've obviously sold that off, but they've only sold off the back part of the exhaust. So I don't know if you can see, but they've removed that back section of the exhaust. I don't know what they've stuck in this existing exhaust. It looks like wire or something that's they've put in there to try and quieten the car down a little bit. And further up, I don't know if you can see it, but on the catalytic converter there's a cover, and they've busted that as well. I think their original intention was to get the whole exhaust system off the car and sell it, but a couple of nasty bolts have defeated them. Just looking into the interior, I'd rather not show you how they've started the car. They've busted the ignition barrel. I still really don't know how they got into the car so easily. They removed the seat covers that I had on the car. They've also removed the roof shades. Yeah, there's also quite a bit of damage to the wiring that I'm going to have to get a professional to look at, and I'm pretty sure they've also fiddled with the ECU. Yeah, I'd greatly appreciate if anyone could help me out, tell me how I go about re-registering the car, if I need to get those ID tags remanufactured or not, or whether it's just okay to have the VIN number stamped on the firewall there and the engine number still there as well. The other thing I need help with is, if I order a new ignition barrel, do I need to reprogram that to the existing ECU, or do I need to put another ECU in the car? I hope that you can all follow me storing this car. Sorry that it's been a bit negative today, but it really did impact me losing this car. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please like and subscribe to Automotive Talk.